My name is Luis Ventura, and I relocated to Fairfield in 2004 from Rio de Janeiro to do a PhD in management, focusing on self-organized systems at Maharishi University of Management. I chose Maharishi University of Management because of the university's research on consciousness-based education and their sustainability programs.
Well, one researcher at our university has called it an unshakability. Outside in business, the conditions of the market, they go up, they go down, but to remain centered in yourself and balanced throughout these changes, I think, is the critical thing for avoiding stress.
Okay. What interests me as an educator, and really drew me to meditation so many years ago, is its potential for higher states of consciousness, the full potential of mind, body, and behavior. And today we know much of the pioneering research done at this university under Dr. Fred Travis and his Center for Brain Consciousness and Cognition, and of many, many collaborators all over the world. Enlightenment, to put it simply, is full potential of mind, body, and behavior, utilizing the total brain, balanced brain development. But experientially, what does that mean? Enlightenment has always been described as self-realization, with a capital S. And what does that mean? It means realizing the true nature of the self, which is universal.
I became interested in the evolution of natural systems and self-organized systems after living with the Wayapi, some say Wayampi, an Indian tribe in the Amazon rainforest in Brazil. It was there that I learned the fundamental concepts of self-organization by observing an Indian community interacting in its simplest form. Mainly, how they communicate, how they understand their mission and establish their goals. And finally, how they empower themselves by acquiring skills and fulfill their ultimate mission, which is survival. The fundamental mission of any organization is survival. We learn skills to survive, and we pass on traditions by communicating our experience to others. This is true in a small Indian tribe and in a large corporation.
Today's workplace requires, which is to be a more independent contributor as part of a team. I think that there's a paradigm shift in management away from some more classical model that control comes from the top to maybe a more quantum field-based model that the intelligence which is directing the organization is pervasive. It's in everyone, and it's somehow more than in everyone, it's throughout the organization. And that natural intelligence will take on the properties of taking a direction towards progress, clarifying what the purpose or mission of the organization is, and also that each individual be more fully contributing as an empowered individual, and that the coordination between everyone's taking place through a frictionless flow of communication. When the stress is gone, then the information is shared more superfluidly, and things get done. And we're working together towards the same direction, rather than we're working towards individual agendas and conflict and, this kind of entropy that creates friction and slows things down in an organization. And when we meditate, we get beyond the individual mind to this unified field where we're integrated with one another. We're operating from a common source, and our minds are more functioning in a harmonized way. So spontaneously we work more like a team, more like a we than an I.
This is the basis of a self-organized system. Self-organized systems are interacting parts functioning as a whole, managing itself without external controls. It is the evolution of a chaotic system into an organized structure better able to cope with the impact of change.
Something about us that hasn't changed. We're the same person we were as a child. We know it somehow. But if you try to spot what that is that has not changed, you probably won't find it. Our bodies have changed for the worse. Our beliefs have changed. Our spouses have changed. But the one thing that has not changed is consciousness. Our very subjectivity that makes us living experiences.
Transformation of consciousness. It's going to create new forms of organization, new ways of doing things. The processes of how people are managed, how people interact in an organization are moving more in the direction of self-empowered, self-organized system.
Team empowerment and self-management is crucial for this. And this is what they're teaching at this university, is how can we take care of the self in the best way possible, you know? That we're meditating to take care of the self. And then when we come out in dynamic activity, and we're seeing, okay, what needs to be done? How can I be a teammate? How can I serve?
I hope my study can be useful to all types of organizations to identify potential strategies for enhancing processes and customer service outcomes in today's virtual world. With a shared vision using key elements as a common foundation, organizations can create a customized process of management that works reliably while facing the challenge of today's new organizational paradigm. Get things done faster. Make your organization easier and more cost-effective to run. Improve job satisfaction. Manage a complex organization or team in multiple locations. Build new skills for working in complex teams across distance, cultures, time zones, and through technology.